welcome to our open air discussion. And in the studio today, I'm having two guests. They can introduce themselves.
I'm Florida Kunga, a political analyst.
Hello guys, my name is Tuli Chris Njoki. Thank you for having us, Raf.
Okay, thank you. And our topic of discussion today is about the future of Africa and African leadership. And let me enlighten you on about this topic. Here we are talking about the 5 major demonstrations that were recorded on Monday, the 20th March in Africa. The demonstration were in 5 countries, which were Kenya, South Africa, Tunisia, Senegal, and Nigeria. And both were the people were demonstrating about this more likely the same thing. Can you comment about that?
So, Raf, what my take on the same demonstrations that are happening? First, I would like first to appreciate every African nation that took part in this demonstration. When we say that we are practicing democratism in our countries, it starts from us having voices, even in the leadership that is being conducted in our nation. So it was a good thing, actually, even though some people took it negatively. I feel like it was the right start and also the right baby steps that we are making towards change in our leadership. So I would really want to give a thumbs up to those nations that really took part in that demonstration. Purposefully, I will also want categorically to appreciate even Kenyans who were able to go out there, because what is a country if we do not have opposition leaders who are ready to balance the checks in terms of our leadership. So even Kenyans out there who were able to participate in the demonstrations, kudos to them.
According to me, I saw so many looting of properties, especially in Kenya and South Africa, and I think there are other ways of airing out your views, not really doing the maandamano thing. Because in an example of Nairobi town, there are so many businesses that always open and people get services in there, but on that very day, nothing happened, and we can count the millions businesses lost on that day.
2 billion. Yeah.
That was lost on the 20th of March. If I can add a comment on that, I think this maandamano thing is something to, because on the same day, even in Germany, there was a demonstration, and I don't think it is a good idea or it's a good way, since most countries have been hit by the ongoing war in Ukraine and Russia. The same thing that happened, most countries have been hit by the COVID-19 thing. So I don't think if those people who are taking part in the demonstrations, if they can be given the leadership positions, they can change anything. I think the countries are facing it tough and rough.
I think the opposition leaders and the sitting presidents are grown-ups, and these people are schooled. There are so many ways these people can have a sit down, discuss. I understand the economic situation, not necessarily in Kenya, but all over the world. The economic situation is tough. The life expectancy is so high, and all the countries globally has been hit by that. So it's a high time the population, the other population that are not really in the government, like actively, need to understand that the sitting presidents are really trying their best to maybe come up with other ways of which can reduce their high economic crisis.
Yeah, let me disagree to agree as we conclude. I feel when we say to see bleed ndio wa lead, right now we have to bleed because they are leading right now, and we are bleeding when we are having starvation. A news came out about 2 people who died out of hunger in Marsabit. So I feel as Kenyans, it was something that it was not just something we woke up and we felt like we needed now to do demonstration. I feel like either they had tried sitting down with them. Personally, I've been engaging in the civil activities that have been happening around, and I feel there is lack of representation from the local wananchi, the akina mamas, the ones that are in charge. All that Tulembu were the ones that Ruto said kutoka chini, the bottom people, they are not represented well. And so if they were being able to be represented well in these meetings where we are making policies, it will be easier for us to say that the economy is too high. If it is the subsidies, they now should bring them. So I felt when we are demonstrating, it is because other methods have failed, and this is the only method. But I would say, as we are demonstrating, let's try as much as possible to demonstrate with peace. Even though it is so hard to demonstrate with peace, but if that is the way they want us to go, and if that is the only way they will hear our cry, then let it be.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate your time. Okay.